Okay, so I'm going to score a few more coursework 2s, and I will use a think aloud protocol so you can see what I'm thinking. And so I will look at Alexandra Cebula. So let's see what Alexandra Cebula looks like. That's Alexandra. Okay, I don't actually see. Oh, there's no submission there. Okay, that's why I don't see it. So marking completed 0. And okay, let's try the next one that got submitted. Kaustav Shaborty. Let's see, Kaustav. Okay. Don't know how to pronounce that actually. So that's this one. Okay, keeping in mind that I'm also very, very familiar with the assignments, so I have the whole assignment in my head already, and I know exactly what to look for and what not to look for, and because I wrote the assignment. So it may take you some extra time in the beginning to get familiar with the assignment and just learn what to look out for and what not to look out for. So this is a scatter plot. It's an unusual scatter plot though. Scatter plots usually have a continuous x-axis and a continuous y-axis. This has a discrete or discretized x-axis, but I guess I'm going to let it go. I think that's okay. Another thing is this has no color. It's a pity that there's no color here, or no use of color. That would have been a very good choice to include some color component. Okay, all the diagroups of particular visualization. So I see the diagroups are labeled. Okay. It's not a very good choice of imagery and visual design, to be honest. But anyways, let's see. Visual mapping. The individual show the okay. X-axis is groupings by gender, age. Y-axis scarcity, the density that it comes from closely. Okay. So he's got x-axis. So there's no use of color, which is quite a pity. So I think I'm going to reduce some points for not using color, because it's a waste. Like, imagine having the different diagroups with different colors. That could be really, really interesting. I'm going to look at the unique observation. From the very beginning, we see an observation that the higher average water scarcity leads to consumption on meat among all age and gender groups. So the way this is worded is not correct. So higher average water scarcity does not lead to consumption of meat. It could be higher average water scarcity is associated with consumption of meat. That would be a better wording. So this is, I would call this a very sloppy observation, right? It's very sloppy. The guidance is about 20-ish hours to spend on the assignment. So this looks like it was written in like 2 seconds. Data preparation for the graph to show made sense of outliers, trend groupings were made. So this is a very low quality description. I don't really know. I think they just kind of bollocksed an answer here. So this one, I guess I'll give it a 60. 60 is being, 60 is okay. So it's not, it's a reasonable quality. It's kind of low quality in some areas. It looks like quite a lazy submission. So I will copy and paste this in there. and then customize it. The visual design is reasonable quality. Reasonable quality. Right. And the attributes are provided. That's true. The visual are applicable. Yes. So I'll make an observation here. It is a pity that color was not used. Yeah. And an observation is provided that is unique. However, it is not quite correct. So it's just very sloppy. The data preparation is described, but difficult to understand. And an accompanying video is absent. So yeah, it is absent. So this is a pretty, minimal submission that just basically gets the job done. It could arguably be like a 58 or something like that, but I'll be lenient and give it a 60. So that's cost of okay, so here. So 60. I will score another one. So there's cost of here is Shanjing Chang, if I pronounce that right. So let's have a look at theirs. Okay, they have a map. Okay, the problem with this is there is no country information in the data set. So I have a feeling that they didn't actually use the data set we supplied in the coursework, which is bad news. So this could be potentially quite bad. World map with bubble chart overlay. Tool used, Tableau using OpenStreetMap. Okay, countries, the data covers multiple. Greenhouse gas emissions can be selected via a filter, visual mappings, color. Okay, so this one is in big trouble, I think. Different icons are used to represent different systems. Okay, that makes no sense, right? That's completely nonsensical. This color, the intensity of the color represents the magnitude of the selected metric. Well, what is the selected metric, right? So I guess it's gas emissions by country. Okay. So the problem with this is it has nothing to do with diets. So this coursework does not try to visualize the data set that we supplied. So there's nothing about dietary information here. They just selected their own data set, which is obviously not right. It sort of defeats the purpose of the assignment. However, they did something. So how to score this? It's definitely going to be a fail because they didn't actually visualize the data set that we provided for them, which is very unusual. Like that's very unusual. But what level of fail is this? So they at least did a data visualization exercise. They presumably learned how to use Tableau. There is a special note in there that says all GUI components and imagery should be in English, so they violated that. So I'm not sure what I guess I'm gonna give this one something like maybe a 35. Yeah, I guess I'll give that one a 35. Yeah, which is a pity. That's an unusually low score. That's unusual. This is an unusual case. So, I will put that description in there and just make sure. Okay, the visual design is okay quality. Name of the tool are provided. Yes. So the images are provided. The visual maps are described. The visual maps are described. Okay. Unique observation is but not. The unique observation is provided, but it's not trivial. Could be simply guessed by. Okay, I will just put is provided. Is not provided. And then I'll put one more thing in there that says the wrong data set is used for the assignment. Yeah. That's a big problem. Okay, I guess I could do one more. Sheng. Where is Sheng? Where is that one? This one, is that the one? Yes, that's the one. So this one's 35. I can put a little note here, wrong data set. Yeah, I'll do one more. Maybe it's helpful. Show next. So the next one is Yuming Chen. Okay. Where is this Yuming Chen? There it is. Okay. That's, the bubble chart is not good. In the assignment, it says no bubble charts allowed. Right? Or don't use bubble charts. So this is another case where they've submitted 2 and hope for the best. Right? Parallel coordinates is good. Bubble chart is bad. Because bubble charts are the same as pie charts, actually. They're not much better than pie charts. So, visual and color, each one different variable mean. Okay. It's too bad there's no color legend, right? So I don't really. Oh, I see. This is the color legend. Okay. Size, the strength of the correlation. Okay. I see. The horizontal position of each bubble is categorized at 3 groups. Age group. Okay. Sex and diet. Okay. And missing values in the table, so we calculate POs and column, age groups, genders, results saved in the news here. These are the dietary types exhibit the highest correlation with the environment, followed by gender, and finally age groups. Okay, that's okay. Parallel coordinates, names of diet groups with the most impact meet. Okay. The parallel coordinates plot is a little bit blurry, which is not good. Okay, anaconda. Okay, each vertical line represents a measure of environmental impact. Yep, that's good. Okay. Each line represents a dietary group. It should say polylines, by the way. Okay, the different axes, particular color indicates. Okay, that's fine. Okay, the chart highlights the diet group named Meat 100. I don't see that anywhere, actually. So it says the chart highlights the diet group labeled Meat 100. I don't see that. I don't see that highlight. Shows the wide range of values for each variable, for example, mean bios, rentals, okay, indicate there are significant differences. Okay. High environmental shows the high meat group as total. Okay, high values for wide for us. Okay. So for this one, it would be really helpful if these polylines were labeled, because I can't tell which polyline belongs to which dietary group. So that's a major shortcoming in this. So I'm going to give this one a 60, I think. I think overall the quality is a 60. Something like that. So let's give this one a 60. I will say the visual design is good quality. However, the bubble chart is no better than Professor C. There's a reference to a character named Professor C in the name of the tool. Okay, attributes are provided. The visual attributes are applicable. It's short. Okay. However, I would say the PCP plot would benefit greatly from labels for each polyline. It's making the dietary group clear. Okay. The data coming video is absent. Okay, so that's that one. And I will mark it in the sheet. So that is Yuming Chen. So that is a 60. So I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. If this recording turned out okay and you have no questions, we don't have to meet on Monday. Otherwise, if you'd like to meet again, let me know.